Your parking pass is $1,000? Woo! Dang, bro. That's crazy. Residence Dream Dock, 300 bits, one small payment of a Ford GT. It's expensive land, dude. That's very expensive land, bro. Did you learn nothing from Stardew? Simply grow crops. Very profitable. Just get a farm. You know, at Cheyenne roads are not compatible with Ford GT. That makes sense. I mean, hey, eventually when civilization collapses, you know, I will have wished that I got the farm so that I could be self-sustaining. Get the farm with the solar panels and the batteries and the self-sustaining systems and all of that stuff. And I will have wished that I got that. But also when society collapses, then who's going to enforce, you know, people not just stealing the farm from me and like killing me? You know, that's the problem. Resident Stream Doc, thank you for the 300 bits. You can come drift on my land at Jardon. All right. Next time I'm in Wyoming with the Ford GT, I will be sure to mention so that I can go do some drifts, some off-roading drifts on Resident Stream Doc's 100 acres. Sounds good. Cool. Would you want to go somewhere that has friends? Like not you mean not a farm with the 100-acre farm in the middle of nowhere? But I mean, if civilization collapses, do you still have friends? I guess having a support system of people who aren't planning to kill you would probably be good in the event of the collapse of civilization. So, you know, that's the thing. That's the thing with all the like doomsday rich people bunkers and stuff like that is, who do you think is still going to be like, at the point of doomsday, their money is not going to be like a useful thing. And at what point is anyone going to like help you reach your doomsday bunker and like be staff for you in your doomsday bunker and stuff? You know, no one's going to do that. That's the major pitfall that I see with all the apocalypse stuff is like somehow you have to ensure that you have an inner circle of people that aren't going to just turn on you the second that money becomes worthless and just take the thing for themselves. Right? Like how are you going to make sure that that's not going to happen, you know? If you're like, I don't know, Mark Zuckerberg, who probably has like, I don't know, a staff of 20 people, just personal staff of 20 people or more than that, not with Facebook, but like just to run his day-to-day life, how are they not going to like have an uprising and just be like, yeah, Mark's, peace out, we're taking the bunker, this is ours now, you know? How is that supposed to work? Nat Masoni with 2 months of subbage. Hey Cap, thanks for being my comfort streamer and making a hard day like today better. No problem. Thank you for tuning in. Much appreciated. I toured one of the old Air Force Doomsday Alert facilities north of Cheyenne. They turned it into a state park. I read it as skate park at first. I was like, that's a sick use. I want to go to a skate park in a Doomsday bunker. That's awesome. All right. Anyway, cool. Yeah, I just feel like the doomsday stuff it just wouldn't pan out the way that people expect that it would, because why would anyone go along with the orders of like the owners at that point? It's like, okay, no, I'm not listening to you anymore. I don't work for you anymore. Sorry. Yeah. Okay, cool. Why moving again? If it happens again, it's not guaranteed yet. Just more, it'd be more space, more room in garage to put lifts and store more cars, and a better location. Just no view is all. No, I'm not moving. Like I'm still it's still Southern California. Yeah. No change in the tax situation. The Dolminator, thank you for the 200 bits. Looking forward to more modern survival. The only thing keeping me going in life right now. I was talking to my mom earlier today because she called about other stuff, and then I mentioned the house stuff to her. And my mom has a more optimistic view on the future of humanity and Southern California specifically, because she said that when she was in college back in, I guess, like the 1970s, she said that they also had like huge drought. Water, they weren't like supposed to flush their toilets or anything like that. Everybody's lawns were brown. It was a like critical situation, and then they were able to get out of that. And so she figures history kind of repeats itself, and it will improve at the future, and that we're not going to get to a point where Southern California is completely devoid of any water and everyone has to move and there's mass exodus. And so hopefully that is true. And yeah, I do appreciate her optimism. So we'll see how it all pans. She thinks like, look, there's a possibility that because the weather patterns and climate are freaking all over the place nowadays. She's like, hey, we could have flooding that just destroys the entire state next year. For all we know, which won't really solve the drought because all that water won't be harvestable. It'll just kind of be here and then it'll just dissipate, and then we'll be like, cool, we didn't do anything with that. Now it's a drought again. But anyway, we'll see. Sheepy James, thank you for the 200 bits. What's your favorite car you have and your favorite car you do not have? Also, how many cars do you have anyway? Favorite car that I do have? I don't know. It's hard to choose. I have them all for different reasons. That's the thing. That's the whole thing. Favorite car that I do not have, though? Man. I mean, LaFerrari is always going to be up there. I would say other things like a Porsche 911 GT1 or something like that, but I know just that would be unbelievably inconvenient and impractical, and I'd probably never drive it at all. And I'd say like a Ferrari F50, but I've never driven one. They're really cool. If I had buku bucks to just buy everything, then I'd probably get one of those. But I've talked to someone who owns one, and he's like, it's kind of slow. And he'd say he doesn't drive it very much. I'm like, but that's sick that you have an F50. He's like, yeah, but it's kind of slow, and I don't drive it very much. But I don't know, dude. F50s are F40 is not faster than an F50. What? What do you want about, dude? I would take an F50 any day over an F40, though, 100%, bro. And I've said that before, so that's not going to come as a surprise to you. Amber Lynn, thank you for the 1,000 bits. Hi, Captain. Hello. As a car guy, you should know speed is not everything. I'm aware of this. Why do you think that most of the cars I own are not super fast cars? The Ford GT is the fastest car, and I will probably never own a car that is faster because all the new cars that are coming out, outside of a few select handful, I'm not terribly interested in. The newest car that I am interested in, that I should caveat this, that I could manage to potentially try to buy. Like, yes, Ferrari Daytona SP3, that would be amazing. I can't buy that. I couldn't afford that. But the Ferrari 812 Competizione, that's one of the few that if I was able to get an allocation, which they won't give me an allocation, I don't think. I've asked. And they're like, we'll keep you in mind. That would be probably the top choice at the moment, but I'm not eligible, basically. Amberlyn, thank you for gifting 5 subs. That is very, very generous and stuff. Very slick. Bridget, you think you can do it? You think that Louis can give him a call and be like, hey, my friend Jardon really wants an 812 Competizione. You can give him one, right? Because I'm awesome and I'm from One Direction. So, yeah. Cool. That's so awesome. Thank you. Have I seen the Ferrari SUV? I have. I kind of hate the fact that I don't mind it. I really thought I was going to hate it, and I wanted to hate it, but I don't hate it. They did it better than anyone else. I will, like, 100% absolutely, they did it better than anyone else. Urus, I'm like, Bentayga, Cullinan, I mean, although it totally makes sense for Rolls-Royce, though. Like, 100% totally makes sense. But it's also just, I mean, yeah, what else? The Aston Martin DBX. But the Puro Sangue is pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I mean, it's an NAV12. It looks better than all the others, and it's 730 horsepower. Oh my god, dude! They went NAV12. I can't believe they did an NAV12. I can't believe they did that. I cannot believe it. So anyway, it is the only of the super duper SUVs that's like, okay, that's kind of cool. Yeah. I thought it's funny, like, oftentimes I'll see a new car and I'll be like, I don't know if I like it, and then it'll grow on me. I feel like the Urus, unfortunately, has sort of done the opposite. Like, I thought it looked kind of cool at first, and then just the more I see around LA, I'm just like, yeah. But anywho, that said, Lamborghini follows me on Twitter. It's the only supercar manufacturer that follows me on Twitter. Lamborghini, I think you're really cool. I'm specifically only talking about the Urus. So that's it. I think all your other stuff is like the Huracan STO is absolutely freaking sick. The SVJ, I think, is like a little too big for me to drive personally, but I think it's sick. I love Aventadors. I think they're awesome. It's just the Urus. All right. That's my caveat, just in case any Lamborghini Twitter representatives are watching this. STO, so sick. So sick. I mean, Huracans as well, pretty cool. But the STO specifically is just, whew. Also, I think I'm more of an SV guy than I'd probably go Aventador SV rather than SVJ. I don't know. I think that, like, the SVJ looks sick. But I like that it's a little less, the SV I like is a little less busy. It's just a little simpler, and I kind of like that. Yeah, so anyway, but yeah, okay, cool. Just the Urus is all. Anywho, JJ, thank you for the 6 months of subbage. Very much appreciated. Unusual Donut with 22 months. Much appreciated. The amount of car on this guy's brain is overkill. Okay, let's do Reddit. Here we go, folks. Let's do it. All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the sub. Now over 89,694 weight re-rackers. It's definitely gone down. Make sure to like the video if you enjoy on